A new report finds the Manchin-Schumer Inflation Reduction Act will raise taxes on Americans of all incomes, specifically the middle class, but the Biden administration is in denial because, well, it doesn't fit the narrative. Watch.
Is President Biden thinking about pulling his support for the Inflation Reduction Act?
No.
Because he promised it wasn't going to raise taxes on anybody making less than $400,000 a year, but the Joint Committee on Taxation says that is not true.
Well, that isn't correct.
So the Joint Committee on Taxation, which you guys heralded as an effective body when you were selling that infrastructure package, is not to be trusted here.
I said it is not correct because I will give you why it's not correct, because it is incomplete.
Okay. Joining me now with reaction, contributor here at the first, Tina Lowe. Tina, is it correct? What is correct? Tell us the truth about the taxes.
So there have been a couple of estimates of this bill, and it either does not have any impact on inflation or it ever so slightly does increase inflation. Now, the tax system, the problem is that there are so many credits in there that we have no idea what the use case is going to be. And also, we still don't know what the final bill is going to look like because we haven't heard anything from Kyrsten Sinema. And this thing doesn't happen, period, if Kyrsten Sinema says no. Remember, it's August. Elections are in November. We have all of a recess to account for, and we have multiple senators who are evading getting COVID right now. So we have no idea if this is even the bill, because if this is not the bill, there's not that much time that Democrats have to take this to the parliamentarian to get this passed via reconciliation. So we know that there are some tax increases in this. The question is, does it net tax individuals or households under $400,000? The White House is obviously intentionally dodging on because they're writing this bill sort of as they go along. We're waiting still on a full CBO score for it, and that's considered, the gold standard. But it does seem like, yes, it does increase taxes. And here's the dirty secret about inflation. One of the only things Congress and the presidency is capable of doing for staving off inflation or for trying to lessen inflation is, in fact, increasing taxes. But that's a politically impossible thing to do because, especially right now with this sort of 70s-style stagflation, that is hitting the people who need the most relief, increasing taxes, right? And it's kind of why we don't get into 9% inflation, because getting out of 9% inflation is this politically painful. So Biden's really stuck. He can either tout this thing as an Inflation Reduction Act and point out that it raises taxes, or just admit that it's trying to be, a green spending bill and say that it doesn't reduce inflation.